All right, now, kind of out of nowhere, Donald Trump has suggested President Joe Biden and his team should do more stimulus checks direct to the people and less spending in these two massive spending bills. Recently, former President Trump was interviewed by Rita Cosby on 77 WABC in New York. During the interview, they discussed a wide range of topics. However, when asked what Trump would do differently, he said he would do another stimulus check to the people. He said he liked the people getting checks versus all of the other programs out there. He said he did 2 stimulus checks and wished that the $600 one would have been for more. He wished it had been $2,000. He said $2,000 would have been best, and Biden should complete Biden's promise of $2,000. Basically saying Biden is trying to take credit for Trump's $600 stimulus check by combining it with his $1,400 check for a total of $2,000. President Trump said he would do another $2,000 stimulus check. Trump said he felt China should pay for one more stimulus check direct to the American people, and that Biden would be able to collect that money somehow, right? So Trump believes that Biden should do one more check. We will see whether the Biden administration will do what he is suggesting or whether they'll do the exact opposite of what he is suggesting. Now, liberal Democrats are calling on President Biden to quit trying to be bipartisan. Representative Mark Pocan said the Republicans are ridiculous, and their recent infrastructure bill was so low, Republicans might as well have been proposing a bake sale. Many Democrats say they are worried about trying to cut a deal with Republicans because they will miss out on expanding family leave benefits, permanent higher tax credits for kids, and the ability to invest in green energy. Some of that I don't know that I buy into, because it was a Republican that offered a child tax credit 4 times higher than President Biden's plan. Now, Senator Gillibrand said working with Republicans is a political misstep. She worries that they will try to remove the social infrastructure bill or the American Families Plan altogether. I have a lot more to share with you about stimulus and the economy, but let me tell you about today's video sponsor. I want to thank today's video sponsor, ShipStation. ShipStation is the #1 shipping software on the market today with more 5-star reviews than anyone else. If you or the company you work for does shipping, large or small, you need to be using ShipStation. ShipStation can help you manage your inventory, save you time, streamline your ordering process, and best of all, save you money. Running a business can be stressful enough, and shipping costs can definitely eat into your profits. You or the company you work for should look into ShipStation today, because membership on their platform gets your company access to the same shipping discounts as Amazon, Walmart, and other big companies. Members of my community and the company they work for can get a 60-day free trial by using my code Stephen Gardner on their website, ShipStation.com. You heard me right. They will give you or your company 2 free months of no-hassle, stress-free shipping by going to ShipStation.com, clicking on the mic, and entering code Stephen Gardner. It's a very generous offer that will help you ship more in less time while saving money. I'm going to save you some time by leaving a link and my code below. 60 House progressives sent a letter to Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer arguing that it was time to stop negotiating with Republicans and pull the trigger on the Build Back Better plan. It's time to do a multi-trillion-dollar mega bill sweeping all of President Biden's plans together. Representative Pokin said Republicans have been called to the table, but we are ready to serve the meal with or without them. Senator Dick Durbin said Democrats are prepared to push through their plan using budget reconciliation if necessary. And Representative Ro Khanna said, let's get this done now. So there's a lot of energy starting to build towards what's going to be in the Build Back Better plan and what's going to be in the American Families Plan. And we know that there's a big push for everybody to get their projects in. Now, on the flip side, Democrat Senator Blumenthal said he doesn't like the $4 trillion price tag. So he said we should move forward with something smaller that both parties agree with. Let's get the parties agreeing on something and moving forward is his plan. Now, as I mentioned for the last couple of days, a fourth stimulus check could happen. But it would be 100% dependent on Democrats adding it to a budget reconciliation bill. There are 70 members of Congress, all Democrats, that have called for a $2,000 stimulus check or some level of stimulus check. This will be their ability to either show their true colors and go through with their promise, or inject a plan or walk away from it completely. So we're going to know here in a little bit whether this was a political talking point or whether they really wanted to have a forced stimulus check included. By the way, I just want to say thank you guys so much for giving these videos a like. It helps me with YouTube, and I really enjoy bringing you the news. All right, now many economists are at odds with the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve says they can control inflation. However, economists are showing that the price of goods are increasing quickly. The Price Consumer Index, which means the total average of goods and services, saw a 4.2% jump in percentage in the month of April alone, which means in the month of April, things became way more expensive in 1 month than they would have expected in an entire year. Food prices have increased at double the rate of other services and goods in the United States. So the price of food is going up faster than other areas of the economy. Now, I hope the Federal Reserve can keep things under control and bear the burden of this, because the American people will not be able to bear the burden of price increases in all areas, food, housing, medical care, everything, right? So hopefully they're able to keep that under control like they said. Now, former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers continued to attack the Fed and the Biden administration, saying that they are dealing with dangerous complacency when it comes to inflation. Summers is worried about a big wave of price increases and shortages that would definitely hurt the United States. Earlier this week, the Senate voted and passed the Endless Frontiers Act, which gives money to science and technology groups to keep the United States on the cutting edge of science and technology. The bill passed with 86 yeses to 11 noes. Most of the biggest breakthroughs in technology and science have come from our country, which is awesome. The internet, email, cell phone technology, computer chip technology has all come from the United States. And so Chuck Schumer and the Senate believe this is a good investment for American money. All right, now Senator Schumer said the key to the future, a sunny, bright America that people can look forward to, is the Endless Frontiers Act, which will give America the money it needs to dominate in science and technology. It's the way to produce good-paying jobs so that people can know that they will be able to make a good living in the future. Now, the International Energy Agency is putting big demands on the Biden administration when it comes to climate control. They want to block all new investment in oil and gas by next year. Okay, we're already dealing with high gas prices. They're saying block all new investment in oil and gas in 2022. They want to end the sale of all gas-powered engines by 2035. So the car you're driving now, gone. Can't have it. No more gas engines. They also want to quadruple the number of solar panel and wind capacity energy creators by 2040. So they're putting some pretty serious demands, expensive demands on the Biden administration. So will we see the price of gas continue to go up next year as we move from energy dominant to energy dependent? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. All right, it was announced yesterday that the state of New York is now possibly adding criminal charges to an ongoing civil investigation against Donald Trump and his business and his hotels. It's not clear what they're looking for exactly. They've been pretty quiet about what they're looking for, but yesterday they said they could possibly be adding criminal charges. Now, former President Trump responded to the alleged criminal charges by saying that the Attorney General in New York ran her campaign on promising that Trump would go to jail. Trump said she promised to find a crime before anything was reviewed or any evidence discovered. He said that this is an abuse of the Justice Department. Yesterday, 5 counties in the state of Oregon announced that they would like to realign their borders and join the state of Idaho. The residents of these 5 counties in Oregon say that they are more like people in Idaho and less like people in Oregon, and so they want to shift their state borders to make greater Idaho. We'll see if anything comes about. Now, last night, the House of Representatives passed a bill to create a commission to study the January 6th breach of the U.S. Capitol. The bill will seek to create a bipartisan group of people to fully investigate the day, the chronological timestamps throughout the day, and also the days and weeks leading up to January 6th. This bill must still pass in the Senate. Now, also, last night, the House passed a bill for $1.9 billion to beef up security at the U.S. Capitol. Representative Ashley Hinson wants to introduce a new bill called the See the Crisis Act that would immediately stop all taxpayer-funded travel for Vice President Kamala Harris until she goes and visits the U.S. southern border. Representative Hinson said the Vice President has not visited the border, nor has she held one single press conference on the topic. So she's very frustrated and wants to try to get some leverage against the Vice President to get her to go down and travel to the southern border. Now, yesterday, President Biden called for a ceasefire between Hamas and Israel. He spoke with Israeli President Netanyahu. However, Netanyahu said that they will continue to pursue Hamas. I know many in my community have enjoyed the dividend-paying stocks that I've shared with you in the past. For those of you who ended up putting money into Energy Transfer, you're up over 20%, and last night they paid out a very nice dividend. So hopefully you got access to some of that. Now, this is my update for today. As I know more, I will definitely come on and share more. Before you go, make sure to check out that link to the subscriber appreciation giveaway that we're doing. Also, go check out our sponsor today. They're awesome. And if you work for a business that does any kind of shipping, let them know about my code. It will save money, make you look like a hero, and it will be great for everybody. ShipStation is awesome. All right, now before you go, I hate to leave you without reminding you that you are amazing. I appreciate you being in my community, and I'll see you on the next video.